welcome to another episode of BCC Beyond Creative Conversation. Thank you for joining us always. We're grateful. We appreciate you for your like, your subscribe, and everything. Thank you. So, on this episode, I have with me Temi. Hi, Temi.
I used to call you Mr. P.
Yeah. My friend, how you doing now?
I'm very good.
Good to have you on this set.
Yeah.
So, what's up with you? How is creative journey and everything? How is everything going with you?
It has been it has been a roller coaster actually. Let me say it has been a roller coaster, and I could remember when I started doing that was doing my NYC. That was like 3 years ago, 3 to 4 years ago. Yeah. So that was when I started. So as a coming back, I just went to learn photography. That was in Sapele then. Yeah.
Wow.
So I started there. Then I got into it fully. That was on 2022. Yeah. I started working with some. I think I worked in the mall, Ikeja City Mall, as a photographer.
Wow.
On this snap and shoot. Yeah. You snap, you take pictures, and tell people to come get their pictures and you print for them. So that's where I started.
Wow.
So it's been a very sweet journey actually.
Amazing. That's good. So we're going to start asking the questions right now. So the first question: what mindset should a creative have when working under someone else's vision while still trying to grow personally?
Wow, that's so insightful. Okay, so the first thing I would want to talk about is we need to understand what mindset is. You get, so my own understanding, I think mindset has two words there: mind and set. So what you set your mind on. Yeah, so what you set your mind on. So and mindset actually deals with beliefs, like your belief system. So what do you believe in? And mindset can be, you can have a fixed mindset or you have a growth mindset. So that's very important. So when someone has a fixed mindset, you believe that, okay, I'm just born creative. I don't need to improve myself. Yeah. Once first day I picked camera, I took a nice picture, and you just feel like, oh, I'm good. I don't need to serve under anybody. I'm good. And someone that has a growth mindset, we want to improve like his or herself. So like my own scenario now, I think I started working in the mall. So, but most of the people that met me in the mall and those other photographers I met there, so they saw my own mindset. I was different. So even the fact that I was not really comfortable with what I was doing, I was feeling like I shouldn't be in this position. But I kept on moving, like to the point that I am now. So you should have a growth mindset. Always try to develop yourself. And another thing is that while you're working for someone, have the mindset of this is my own. Also, yeah. So don't do it anyhow, because there's one of my mentors that said, prevailing responsibility is the pathway to future relevance. You get, so what you're doing now is going to determine how you're going to do in the future. So whatever you're doing, you're working under someone, don't conserve your energy. Give your full energy. So, and when the right time comes, you have your own.
You know, one of the things I want to add to what you just said now is, if you give your all when you're under someone, trust me, one of the things God does is He blesses you when you start your own.
Yeah.
Because you see, Bible said something. Sorry, I'm quoting the scripture, but I'm a Christian. If you are faithful in little, you'll be faithful in much. No matter what you do, under somebody is still little. When you are holding your own, it becomes much.
Yeah.
So when you're faithful in little, it prospers the much in your hand.
Yeah.
So you see, being faithful to somebody else's business or whatever is being given to you to handle is very important.
Yeah.
You can't joke with it.
Yeah, I'll have to add to that. So you know what most people do is that when you conserve your energy, like you don't want to give your all, and you feel like, okay, when I start my own, I'm going to give my all. The irony is that if you have done that for like 5 years and you now want to start your own, you would have learned how not to give your full energy.
Yes.
So when you start your own, you struggle.
Yes, you struggle a lot. Trust me, you struggle a lot.
Yeah,
You struggle a lot. Yeah. That's actually very, very insightful. Yeah. I'm so glad to have you here.
Yeah.
Can you share a difficult moment in your career that almost made you quit and what kept you going?
Difficult moment in my career that almost. Okay, I used to have this person who served as a mentor. Mind you, I want to put this out there to every aspiring creative, young creative growing up. Not everybody would be your mentor. Yes, not everybody will be your mentor. For the fact that they were there for you at some point.
At some point.
Does not mean they are your mentor. Some people, see, you've known me, bros, from a long time.
Very long time.
I value honor. I value respect. I value a lot of value. But then, there are times when men or some persons are just there as stepping stone for you to get to where you are going to. They do not have to be part of your life and part of your journey. Now, going back to that question, the time I almost wanted to quit. So when I newly started the brand, so there was this person I had who was more like a push when I newly started the brand. Yeah, gave me the first camera I used then, I think from a Samsung pocket camera to a 70 and the rest of them. And then we now got to a point where everything I make, he should have a cut. That's not mentorship.
That's business.
So we didn't even state business. Now, when he brings jobs, all right, I make sure he has his cut. Now, beyond him getting his cut, I lavished honor on this person. But now, you now want to use this to remote control my life.
No.
Where I'm going to is bigger than where I am at the moment. So there's a bigger picture. You stay there. We will come and honor you as the person that you are. But you know, when it comes to remote controlling, no. See, and we should not misplace this. This does not mean that we should not honor those we've met in the industry, those who have gone ahead of us. No. But at the same time, human being can be funny. So at that moment, life was lifing. It was a lot. This person had to start blackmailing me in places, spoil my name in places. People who matters most to me. I can't begin to mention them because of, for the sake of the camera,
I think,
for the sake of the media.
I think I have what is it called? An idea of what you are trying to say. Because you see, first, you need to understand that if anybody going to be your mentor, that person would have achieved your aim game in the industry.
You're correct.
So you can't just pick anybody as your mentor. Mentor should be somebody that have achieved your aim game. When I say your aim game, means what you desire to achieve in the future. And you know, every section of your life, you have different mentors.
Of course.
Then another thing I'm going to say is, be careful out there. I know there are people that use people. And let me tell you something. If you really want to be good, you have to be used. But not being used and being disposed anyhow. That's not accepted. Most of the mentors, that people that mentor me, one way or the other, have been a support to them. You understand what I'm saying? But not being used and being disposed, because I mentor people too. And I am careful. I'm being careful of how, I do things. Because you see, the industry that we are in, it's not everybody that can mentor you.
It's true.
And if you have different mentor, financial mentor, somebody that show you the industry game and how to get jobs, meet people, meet premium clients, I have different mentors from different sections. But one of the meetings I have with my mentor, business mentor, financial mentor, said that anybody that's going to be your mentor has to be somebody that have achieved your aim game, what you are planning to achieve in the future, such person should be. Sorry about that experience. It's a very bad one, trust
Very
me.
bad.
Because sometimes, as a media person, one of the things we don't like is to be caged.
Caged, yeah.
I don't cage my staffs. I don't cage my students. I allow you to do whatever you want to do. But if you do bad things, there's consequence.
Of course, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're going to move to the next question. So what fear are you currently battling in your journey right now?
The fear of not going fast enough. However, I've come to that realization that growth shouldn't be, it's not about sustainable growth. It's not really about speed. It's not how fast you grow. You understand? So now I'm so conscious of building that real structure. Because when you grow without solid structure, it can easily collapse. So I focus more now on structure, putting systems in place. And all that.
So for me, yeah, I think the only fear I have right now in me is the fear that I don't have any fear in me. Look into my eyes, no fear in me. So sometimes I fear myself for not having any fear in me. I got no fear in me. Maybe because I'm a Christian, and right from when I started, in the previous episode, I said that education did not work for me like that. So when I got my hand hold on this job, I said, oh, it will work.
A do or die.
Nothing. So maybe because of that determination, I have no fear in me. I'm telling you, I have no fear. So sometimes I fear myself for not having fear in me. That's the only fear I have. But fear in me, no. Because you see, one of the things that take out the fear in me is understanding that I shouldn't stop learning. Number one. Understanding that humanity is the number one thing. Understanding that your environment matters. Understanding that you need to network and connect with people. So most of all these basic things are things that I make sure that I run through. And one of the things I want to chip in real quick is I was in a meeting, and one of the things the speaker said to us, very popular person, she said, as creatives, because she's also into creative world, don't invest your money only in your creative system. Said if everything crash right now, you will lose all your money. Spread your money. Said because if you spread your money, eventually if anything happens, you have something to fall back on. I was watching one man video and he said that everything he invested his money on, GAs, 500 million, got burnt.
Wow.
And it was back to square one. And that took me to that thing that one of the fear that creative might have in the future because of the system that is happening right now is you losing your value as creative. Spread your money.
Diversify.
Spread your money. Don't keep your money only in one spot that if something happens to this thing now, all your money is gone. Spread it. Spread it. Very, very important. Spread it.
True.
Spread it. So the last question, as opportunity continue to come in,
Okay.
what is that first thing you're going to look into?
Yeah. When opportunity keeps coming like this, one of the major things I'll keep doing, I've been doing it, but I'll be able to intensify more on it, is to keep investing in people. Keep building people.
That's good. That's good. That's a very good one. Investing in people is actually very, very important. And that's that for this episode. Thank you everyone for joining us. If this episode has actually helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and